Alright, we first need to isolate the radical, so we're going to subtract 9 to both sides. And now that the radical is isolated, we are going to raise everything to the third power because we've proved in class that this is going to end up canceling out and leaving us just with 7y plus 6. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So 3 to the third power is 27. Now we have a linear equation to solve, so we're going to subtract 6. And then the very last step is to divide by 7. So we get a solution of 3. So we have to check to make sure it works though. So we need to take out the y, take that out, and plug in the answer we got, 3, and check it. So 7 times 3 is 21 plus 6. And then we have the cube root of 27, which is 3. And 3 plus 9 is 12, which gives us the same thing on both sides, so we know that 3 is a solution for y. Alright, so we need to isolate the radical, which it already is. So since this is a square root, we are going to square both sides. It's going to make this cancel. And then here we have x plus 3 times x plus 3. So we're going to go ahead and FOIL that. And when we FOIL it, we'll get x squared plus 6x plus 9. So once we go through and FOIL this. So since we have an exponent in this equation, we need to set it equal to 0. So I need to add 4x and add 7 to both sides. And now to solve, we need to factor. So we need to think of what two numbers that multiply to 16 but add to 10. So 8 and 2. So now we're going to set each part equal to 0. And we'll get x equals negative 8 and negative 2. So we have to check to make sure they work. So if we look here, let's see if the negative 8 works. Right, that was our first one. So negative 4 times negative 8 is 32 minus 7 is the square root of 25, which is 5. Over here we get negative 8 plus 3, which is negative 5. That is not equal. So we know negative 8 is not a solution. Now we have to check if negative 2 is. So we get negative 4 times negative 2 is 8. 8 minus 7 is 1. And the square root of 1 is just 1. Over here we get negative 2 plus 3, which is 1. So we know that negative 2 is the only solution.